Всем привет, ребята! Меня зовут Капибара, это канал Капиплей, и мы продолжаем Хогвартс наследие. Так, продолжить. Вот у нас мы в прошлой серии остановились. Сейчас дай вспомнить. Ну вот тут мы остановились. Я помню, мы сражались с этим. Я помню, мы... А где вообще? Я помню, мы сражались с одним этим. С статуями мы сражались. Потом встретили этого. Такого гоблина странно там. Ну, вот, короче, можно увидеть. Как попасть в гостей, говорю? Что с этим? Что с Хогвартсом? Алло? Сюда вот. Ясно. Что ты там про меня ляп? А, кстати, еще, я чуть-чуть не понял. Я пришел в Хогвартс. У меня уже был, типа, сразу 5-й курс, где я учился до этого. Что? Меня уже все не любят? Чего меня никто не любит?
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Figgs?
Это моя лучшая подруга или как?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
Don't worry, you'll get it in the end.
Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan's sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it.
Молодец.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Так.
Don't turn off this time, Nelly.
I would really like someone to try it.
Давай с тобой
Sure you
поговорим.
don't want to try it? Brewed it
Не, не
myself.
хочу.
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here.
Oh, Weasley.
Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Figgs.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Тетя?
Must be nice having an aunt for a
Тетя, я не
professor.
знаю.
You'd think so, wouldn't
Это
you?
Джинни,
Aunt
наверное.
Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year.
Я,
Keeps
кстати,
too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest.
короче, как вы
Still,
думаете,
she
кто
means
это?
well,
Профессор Уизли?
and
Это
she's an incredibly
Джинни?
powerful witch.
Ой.
She'll have your back.
Ну, пусть
Well,
приятно.
it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Спасибо.
She gets older every year. Nellie'll do anything for a thrill.
Вот так, понятно.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe.
Она Зендею похожа.
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Это было ужасно.
It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the Ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway,
Wow.
you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Всё
I'm
приятно
sure I'll be seeing you
познакомиться.
around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Все так. Все, надо уйти, да? Уходим.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Музыка
Well, you
играет.
are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique
Please.
situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Спасибо.
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's
наблюдать.
expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Идем.
This way.
Я
The
иду.
guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Так, Ревелио, да?
Revelio.
Ага. Угу.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the classes. You've been practicing.
Now?
Надо обязательно погладить кошку. Ты подождешь, надеюсь.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Так. Хочу сделать важную, для меня важную, для вас, наверное, всех моих зрителей тоже
Good timing.
довольно
Perfect
важная
opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
На карте. Так, вот карта Хогвартса. Вот центральный зал. Переместиться. Точки телепорта. Как в Геншине. Ладно, продолжим по информацию. Ролики я записываю наперед. Так что если пишут комментарии, я могу многие не видеть. Видеть только потом, потому что я пишу ролики наперед.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes.
Давно не
You
виделись.
seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about her travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. it was right to keep the details to yourself for now.
Видимо.
We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Открыть карту. Так, сейчас. Ага.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
О, пойдем
You'll enjoy
собирать
Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Так. А, только вот это я могу. Так, место расположения на карте. Так. Идемте. Что за резидент? Пошел. О! Тут меточки. Здравствуйте. Начать. Пропусти. О! А что-то другое. Бомбарда, вау. Мое любимое заклинание.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Давай в окно его.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так. Ой, я забыл. Вот.
Levioso!
Ого, кибер. Не зря на 5-м курсе.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Это без проблем. Давай.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As master. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well,
Давай его побью. На.
very
Баптизм.
good. But the best way to practice is by duel.
Давай, я кого-то побью.
Start with you two.
Нас
Duelists,
двоих?
take your marks.
О, он из Слизерина.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and
Протега я
Protego.
умею
You
делать.
may begin.
Значит, да. Это он, так. Угу.
Levioso. Good form. I know.
Что это такое? Баптизм.
Nothing lucky about it. Protego's duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy my duel.
Я его скинул.
Students with us again.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Будешь на меня рыпаться, в окно тебя выкину.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Спасибо.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
Секунду.
Class is dismissed.
Все, запись продолжается. Вперед, давай.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ну, это на моей,
In
верно,
fact, it
первая.
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be quiet if you like, but I know better.
Ну да, это
Magic
моя первая, потому что когда я
requires
со
some
статуями
kitchen
дрался,
hand
но
talent.
это не
You
дуэль,
know,
это попа просто.
You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Ой, я еще и призы получал. Так, тут восклицатель. Нет, тут что-то. Задание. Ага. Все. Так, теперь стильный модный. Еще. Стильный модный молодежь. Ага. Так, тут у нас все. Так, легендарные перчатки. И тут у нас. Ага, будет. И еще одну, так. Да, я могу дуэлиться с кем-то. Так, ну. Так, где она еще раз находится? Там наверху.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Нет, мне надо по-другому идти так. Так. Ага, вон, все. Идем. Бегаю по коридорам. На 25 метров выше. Нет, не слышно трубку. Это мне куда? Б. Ясно.
Revelio.
Пусти. Что это такое? Какие-то монетки. Надо попасть.
What are you up to now?
Это туалет. Ой, я случайно. Здесь меня прям бьют. Я случайно что-то разбил. Чуть протупил, походу. Идем. Огонек. Это туалет, это не класс профессора Фига. Я походу тюбик, да? Так и есть.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Я тюбик. О, там из как-то рано.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this
Это у
will
нас
be a
весельчак,
crucial
да?
year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Что я учу? Акция. Акция. Я вспомнил.
Accio.
Киберспорт.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Так. У меня есть теперь акция.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Мощно.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Так, акция.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio. Relinquish your charm. That's it. Don't look. Now, think of this like.
Еще раз, что мне делать?
But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are excellent. Good. Not to worry.
Замешали.
Very good. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition.
Понятно,
Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Блин, я тупой.
Watch this.
Не, ну понятно, с искусственным интеллектом сражаться, ну это тяжелее. Да. Она выиграла. Ха-ха-ха.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Не упади. Дурацкий мяч.
Stay focused.
Дурацкое заклинание. Дайте аванс.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Я и буду закрывать.
Bishop.
Что? Она кибер, я смотрю.
There we go.
Блин, я тупанул. Я бы дотянул бы, ладно, ничего. Меня еще и выкинул.
Watch this.
Да ну жопа просто, я тупанул. Мне оно еще не засчиталось. Ну не по... Ой, да ну его в жопу. Да ну ладно, но с ботом сражаться тяжело. Что это вообще играть? Не, ясно, в дуэлях я уже сражаюсь. 10. Рекорд.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Спасибо.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well,
a word, if you
you'd be
would.
using it on clothing to be precise, Sebastian. You know.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Типа по
Miss
умолчанию
Onai is
я
always a
победил,
fierce
да?
competitor, though I sense that she is a
Я
bit
по-любому
distracted of
победил.
late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Да, что ты хочешь?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Сколько? Ну, у меня, ну, от меня далеко. Нет.
Last time I saw you, dragon.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the
Goblins,
uprising.
werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of
And by the end of
1752?
it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who said you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves.
Как
It was
мне
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was about...
выпустить меня?
What did I ever do to you?
Выпустите меня. Так, ой. Такс. Оно меня нормально вообще ведет. Ну, это замок такой гигантский, это не резидент. Ура. Так, это новое задание. Да, у нас там по времени не так уж и много, так что давайте продолжим в следующей серии. За эту серию мы, кстати, и довольно хорошо, ну, то есть попроходили и так далее. Мы получили Левиоса, там, Акцио. Вот это очень хорошо. Продолжим уже в следующей серии. Ого, я умею. Так, всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь, пишите комментарии, ставьте лайки. Все, всем пока.